A lot of artists get like that. Like in the beginning stages, they be like, they just doing it because they love it. I respect that part. Then when they get into it, you ever have that problem? Like some of the photos you took or some of the things you seen, like, damn, this ain't.
Oh yeah,
I need to tighten this up a little.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll go look at all my old work and I'm like, this is terrible. But like, you have to start somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like
I agree.
To see the growth of like, I have like an album on my phone where my goal was to like keep every video I did, but it didn't work out that way. But I have like 10 videos of when I first started, and I'll go back and watch them, and it's like insane, like to see from, you know, it's been 4 years, like from then to now, just the growth in that time, especially from where we're from, like it's crazy.
You're only gonna get better, bro.
Yeah, and I'm serious.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
Yeah, man, we back again. Another episode, season 4, 2B POV, two brothers' point of view.
The guys.
Yeah.
With the geyser.
Yeah, man. You know, connect the lens behind the camera.
Shout out to my bros in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to our our sponsor as always.
Oh yes.
Exit 31 Exotic.
31 Exotic.
You know, big sponsor. Let us use this facility for free. You know. As
usual, we gonna give y'all a shout out every time because this is one of the best sponsorships I ever had, especially with
awesome.
Yeah.
This umbrella, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Rick.
Big shout out to Rick, man.
For sure.
Yeah, but yo, let's get into it. Yeah, we got a special guest in the building.
As usual.
You know, from the town, of course. From Utica, New York, 315.
Homegrown.
Yes, sir.
I mean, doing real big things right now, but we're gonna get into all of that. But before we introduce our guests, let's introduce the podcast. If you haven't been here before, I'm one half of Two Brothers Point of View podcast at Blackshear.
The other half, G Brown, aka G.
Yeah, man, and we got Josh Graz in the building. Josh Graz in the building. Fake hot round of applause, everybody.
Round of applause for everybody.
Yeah.
You got a celeb in the building.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Low key. Yeah.
I feel like I want to say I was there when. Was that the moment like when you went to? Was it a state park? State fair?
When?
And you did
City Girls?
Yes. Was that one of your biggest?
That was it.
First one?
That's when.
Okay, we ain't even gonna jump into. We're gonna get to that later.
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. I mean, so if you don't know Josh Graz does camera work for a lot of different types of different things. But want to start how he got. He's at a real big level right now. But we're gonna build up to, we're gonna build up to there. But we're gonna start at the ground.
Clientele is crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna start at the ground. So how did you get into, this field? Like, what made you get into it?
Yeah. So, it's so crazy because I feel like everybody with at least camera stuff and creative stuff or music, they start really, really young.
Right.
I was never in that at all. Even high school, I was just an athlete. First year of college, went to MV, played soccer, no camera stuff ever. And then I got introduced. Do you know Razzle? Have you heard of Razzle?
I probably.
He's an artist he was from out here as well.
Okay.
He lives in California now, but he introduced me to Rich.
Okay.
Vocals.
Okay.
And he was living with Unruly Jason. He was another videographer, DJ, and then Juan Boulevard. He was an artist. And when I got introduced to them, I went to their house and we were all chilling. And, I saw everybody doing something, and I was like, "This is kind of cool, you know?"
Yeah.
And I was actually friends with somebody at the time. We were doing a little YouTube stuff, nothing too crazy, just vlogs and whatnot. We got a little camera. And then there was this whole falling out, and I had a camera, and I was just saw everybody doing something in Rich's crib, and I was like, just try it.
I'm about to do it.
And I started literally shooting music videos for Robinson. That was it. That's really where I started.
What age?
19.
Nice.
Yeah. So my second semester, my first year of college. And that's when I was just like fell in love with it and just like, let's just do it, you know? If I'm gonna do it, let's just do it.
Yeah, so you started out doing just doing videos for just like music videos?
Yeah, for just local. I was doing stuff with Ross and Fresh, mainly like them. I was working with Nazi. I was working with my boy Quez. I was working with like Rich, helping out with his podcast and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that was really it. And then I got my first booking from like these Syracuse artists that were on Rich's podcast. And that was like my first like paid gig. So it was like, once I got that, I was like, oh, this is actually, you could do something. Even though it really wasn't about the money, I was like, the money's going to come. Mm-hmm. Like, I just love doing this and I'm like really enjoying it. So like, why not?
Yeah.
Just keep going with it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh, absolutely.
Good bread, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
This is dope because you started off at 19. Your first camera, like where did your first camera come from? Like, how did you like get into like learning? Because obviously you got there's more to it than just taking pictures.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
When did that part kick into like, okay, I need to study this shit? Like, I need to tap in.
I don't think. Well, the studying comes along as you go.
Right.
Like I feel like as you progress, you're always learning. So it's like you're always learning something. So when I started, it was like, let me just start with the basics. How do I turn this camera on? How do I, record? What do I need to get? Yeah,
Every day.
the basic settings, and then like on the editing side, like video and photo, just like figuring out and learning how to edit like on a software. I was like using like iMovie. It's just a free like Apple software. And yeah, that was it. Like I was just mainly learning from. Luckily, I had Jason. He was teaching me because he was a videographer, and then I was just on YouTube. Like YouTube University is where I got my bachelor's.
Oh man, shout out.
I got
My master's, honestly. I got my associates from MB and I got my master's from YouTube. I swear to God.
Oh, free education is out there.
No, it is. It is. It's just if you want to put in the work to figure it out, really.
We'll talk about it. That's what mainly.
That's what it is. Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta want to do that shit, man. It's so. You say you got into you were an athlete, so soccer was your thing.
I was in high school. I was a 3-sport athlete. I played soccer, I played basketball, and I played baseball.
Dope. What was
And
your
then-
favorite one?
What school did you go to?
I went to Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
So my favorite, was soccer because I went to college. But it's so crazy because I never played soccer. Maybe when I was younger, but I started like actually playing in 9th grade.
What the fuck, bro? So all this shit you be doing is just late.
Yeah. So like I started 9th grade. And I was terrible. Like I was so bad. I just wanted to do something in the fall because like my mom wouldn't let me play football. She didn't want me to get hurt. So I was like, I'll play soccer. Why not? And then I played soccer. I played like Coliseum. Have you heard of Coliseum? I played Coliseum. And then I was like, I like soccer. One time being played soccer.
Yeah. We got somebody sneaking in the door.
I heard, man.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So you started out, just really just walking into it.
Yeah.
Really
Yep.
just walking into it. So from there, so you started doing cam work for the loft.
Yep.
You started doing music videos, and I actually like y'all loft umbrella. Like you said, I could see all y'all doing something.
No,
You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? Collabing, all collabing with each other. I see you doing music videos for Nazi.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I see Rich and Nazi working together. I think that's pretty dope. You guys are young.
Yeah, that
You
was
guys are
like,
young with that mentality, too.
that was the goal with it, was like when me and Rich, because Jawan, Jason, they all moved to LA. So it was kind of just like me and Rich. Not like we had other friends in the area that were all doing stuff, but it's like, how can we take what we're doing and give opportunity to other people? And it's kind of like helping each other grow. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we did. Like we just tried doing everything we can positive, just like you guys are doing for the city. Like
For sure.
there's so many people here that, don't get the recognition they deserve. And like, I always talk to Rich, and I don't even mind saying it on camera, like these news platforms in Utica, like WKTV and like, they don't do enough highlighting us.
At all.
And they should. So, I'm happy that we have people like you and like people like Rich that do stuff for the city to highlight and tell these stories of people that are doing positive things for the city. Because I'm be honest, like your average 50-year-old thinks the youth here is like terrible.
Yeah. Oh, they do.
There's a majority of us that are doing something positive and doing well, and starting businesses and doing what's
And
right.
they're young trying.
Exactly. Like
That's a great point.
18-year-olds that are going to work, just say a part-time job at the mall, and then they're using that money to go to Nazi's studio or someone's studio to make music because they enjoy doing it.
And it's keeping them out of trouble.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a wide spread of kids, black, white, whatever. You know what I mean? If they're about the culture, they're about the culture. They from the hood or wherever you're from. If you got something going on for yourself, like you just said, a lot of the older cats is like, what are these young kids doing? But
Yeah, that's very true. That's very
ain't
true.
much to do out here.
Yeah,
honestly.
No.
It's not like they're putting, outlets out there for us to do. So if they can find something else, which they have been, they're figuring it out.
I feel like the majority of people here, like you either play a sport, start a business, or like they make music. Like
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing
We
at
should
all.
have like people. We should have people supporting that.
Yeah.
Whether you like the music or not.
Exactly.
Want to influence and motivate.
Yeah,
these kids.
because you don't know what one compliment or one you say something even to somebody like you just say hi to somebody on the street.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going through.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like people need that in life to like keep going because you complimenting their song or commenting under their post, you may not know what they think of you. So to hear it from you, they're like,
man.
and they're about to quit. They're like, no, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
So
And if they keep going, maybe that sound that they got right now ain't it. But if they keep going, they're gonna find their sound. I think a lot of artists get like that. Like in the beginning stages, they be like, they just doing it because they love it. You know what I'm saying? I respect that part. Then when they get into it, you ever have that problem? Like some of the photos you took or some of the things you seen, like, damn, this ain't.
oh
I
yeah.
need to tighten this up a little.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll go look at all my old work and I'm like, this is terrible. But like, you have to start somewhere,
Yeah.
And it's like
I agree.
to see the growth of like, I have like an album on my phone where my goal was to like keep every video I did, but it didn't work out that way. But I have like 10 videos of when I first started, and I'll go back and watch them, and it's like insane, like to see from it's been 4 years, like from then to now, just the growth in that time, especially from where we're from, like it's crazy.
You're only gonna get better, bro.
Yeah, and I'm super, blessed for every opportunity and everything that, God has been able to put in my life.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. And I appreciate you saying that too about the media, because I ain't ever think about that. How like I mean, no shade to WKTV.
No, not at all. But like, they would rather go put.
They'd rather put the negative stuff.
Yeah,
because that's literally the only thing I see. I don't have WKTV where I live, but when I come home, I go to my aunt's house. She's older, so she watches WKTV. New channel, 2, all that.
Yeah.
And the only thing you see on there is something negative. I really vaguely remember seeing positive stuff on WKTV, like most of the time. Like,
It's like, let's go put a story up about how we caught a 16-year-old with a gun.
yeah,
Rather than like, let's go talk about a 16-year-old.
That's the big story.
Yeah, that started like
That's
a
the big
clothing
story.
brand that
Yeah.
everybody's
It's on Facebook and everything.
Yeah, and now they got Facebook, so and that'd be the big story.
Yeah.
It's never like these kids are doing this, this group is doing this, this group is like bringing. But it's never that.
No.
And if it is, it's like a blip on the
exactly.
screen. It's
I
like,
think they're speaking on that now too, like in the like what the media is becoming. Now there's like so many podcasts, sports podcasts, that people have their own voice. And I don't know if it's starting to push away like the ESPN, the sports centers, you know what I'm saying? Those of that nature. Because if they don't step it up, or even mainstream media where you get most of your news now is coming from social media. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
all they do is repost them with
you dig what I'm
what we
saying?
say.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're not even watching really the shows. I don't know how that goes for like.
Yeah, because I really don't watch ESPN no more. I really
Honestly, I
don't.
don't either.
You find everything on Instagram.
Yeah,
Like Facebook
yeah.
or whatever.
Like if I want to see highlights or an interview, it's probably on an app or something.
Yeah, I go to House of
The
Hoops.
show.
Like after the game, if I missed the TNT joint,
Right.
I go to House of Hoops on YouTube, and it'd be the full joint on there.
Yeah.
I ain't about to go to ESPN.
I like the show on TNT with Shaq and them dudes.
Yeah.
I heard they trying to take that.
No, they did.
They did. It's
did.
over.
So for
Next year is the last year.
What?
Yeah. I think this next season, the last.
Yeah, I saw
It's
that.
They about
over.
to come up with a podcast or something. They about to pull up
They
something.
got
They'll
to.
be
They
They're
got
too
to.
popular. Yeah,
For sure.
you don't want to give up that.
No.
That's what
Yeah.
they do. But Joe, you got your biggest break. We were just talking about that at the State Fair. I was there. I want to feel like I was a part of that moment. I want to talk about it. But how was that? Because how did that even transpire? I know you were there taking photos just to take photos, but then they got in touch with you.
Yeah.
So how did that shit work out?
So, like I said when we were talking earlier, like Instagram and like social media is like the most powerful free tool you could ever have access to, and people don't understand the power of it. So I'm a big person, like where I got most of my work from would be like, I'd see what's going on in the area, see if it's something I'm interested in trying to shoot, knowing I'm not going to get paid for it because I just want the opportunity.
Right.
Reach out to whoever is involved with it and then see if they get back to me to like give me a media pass. So I found the City Girls DJ, and I DM'd him and I was like, hey, I'm a photographer from like the area. Like I see you guys are coming to the State Fair, and this is like weeks in advance. If you need like a camera person, I'd love to just come. Like I don't need to get paid. Like I just want the opportunity. And he was like, yeah. So I didn't hear anything from him for a few weeks. And then the day of, I kid you not, I was just home. My phone was ringing because I gave him my number and it was a random number. So I answered and it was him. He said, hey, do you still want to come tonight? I was like, yeah, I'll be there. So I like got ready, went to the show. And he gave me a credential and I shot the show.
Were you nervous at all?
I get like, it's so funny. Like even before this, like I get like before a game sort of thing. Yeah. And yeah, I was, especially because it was like the State Fair. It's like home. And the State Fair concerts are like the big thing, like in the summer. So like looking out and there's just like thousands of people. It was really, really cool. And that was like my first ever like big show.
You did a great job too. Buddy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
like it was so cool. Like people were like Snapchatting me, tagging me on their stories, seeing me on the screen. It was like really cool.
Fact. Yeah.
And then after that night I went home, like edited it right away, posted it the next day. And then the first thing that happened was Young Miami shared it on her story. So like it went like super viral. Like it was just getting crazy follows, likes, everything. And I was like, I was super excited. Like, this is awesome. And then JT DM'd me. And I didn't open it. I just got the notification. My girl was sleeping. And I like woke her up. I was like, she DM'd me. And I don't know what it was. I was like, maybe she just like mentioned it on her story. But I opened it and it said, come on tour. And I was like, no way. Like, this is not real.
That's crazy.
So
that's how fast it goes.
That's crazy.
Yo.
And next thing you know, me and my girl had a trip booked to go to Hawaii in 2 days.
Get the fuck out.
I was working at Coldwell Banker. I was a marketing specialist full time, like doing all their social media, like everything marketing. I was doing like all the listings on the MLS. And I was like, I'm going to quit my job and we have to cancel this trip. Like I can't not go. Like Hawaii's always
like that.
And we were moving to Texas in a few months. So it was like, I had to quit my job anyways. So
she was down for that.
I went in. Actually, the first thing I did was I went to my mom. I like called my mom. I woke her up. I was like, listen, I got to come talk to you, like let you know what's going on so you're not like freaking out. 'Cause it's a mom. So I was like, listen, I'm going to quit my job. Like I'm going on tour. I'm just letting you know, like whether you like it or not, this is what I'm doing. So, and the next day I went, quit my job. We canceled our trip to Hawaii. And then that next day, packed for a month and a half, and I was on.
He's on tour just like that. That's crazy. Tour, yeah. And you know what's crazy? I remember you posted those pictures. On Instagram.
Yeah.
I remember opening my phone up and I was like, oh shit, these shits is fire. I mean, it's just Josh Graz. It's just same shit. Josh Graz. I mean, he got like 300 likes, and then I think I looked like the next day, my boy had like 5,000 likes on it. And I'm like, yo, like he gonna go up with these. There's no way. There's no way he can go up with these these videos and these pictures.
Yeah.
I think the pictures is the first thing I seen. Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
No, yeah. It was crazy. It was like still to this day, like I think about it. And it all happened so fast where I feel like I never really got to fully like let it sit with me. It wasn't like she hit me up and like tour was in a week. Like it was in 2 days. So I had to like pack, do all this stuff. But it's like, it was like a life-changing moment for me in my like career with what I'm doing.
So you was on tour for a month, you said a month and a half?
Yep. From like the beginning of September to like middle of October.
So what's some of the most fire things that you've seen on tour?
I mean, it's crazy because I felt like I was ready, but I felt like I wasn't ready. Cause it's like everything in music is so like fast paced, like especially when you're in the industry, it's like get off the bus, go to the hotel, get ready, go to the show, go to sound check. After the show, after party, or like go to dinner.
Oh my
do
gosh.
this and then edit and then get back on the bus, pack.
So you had to be a part of all of that.
Yeah,
all of their whole day.
Camera's never not recording. Like, just capture everything because you never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was just really fast paced, like just on the move, go, 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 go. And I mean, like I said, I felt like I was ready. Crazy story. The first city we were in was Dallas. And the one thing I was nervous about going on tour was I'm a heavy sleeper. So like our call time sometimes to get on the bus would be like 4, 5, 6 a.m. because we'd have to drive to the next day. So we would be out late, and then it's like, go to your hotel, sleep, maybe not sleep, get ready and get on the bus. I missed the bus.
Shit.
I woke up, my phone was dead. I was like sick to my stomach. I was like, I just fucked up this whole opportunity.
Oh my God.
Like, it's over. Like, they're gonna tell me to go home.
Yeah,
like,
take your ass home.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? So I charged my phone, and like the DJ, his name's Reimer, had like 20 missed calls. He's like, dude, where are you at? Like, we were trying to wake you up. Like, you missed the bus, but you could have just rode. They had like a van. We had 2 tour buses in a van. They were like, you could have just rode on the van with
Wait,
us.
you missed all of them.
I missed everything. So he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, just make sure you get to the next city. And thank God the next city was Houston. So I paid like a $400 Uber to get to Houston.
Shit. Oh.
And I made it, and I was fine, and nobody even knew.
Really?
Oh, nobody knew you missed all that? Oh, shit.
They had no idea.
Get the fuck out of here.
And the thing was, like, they wouldn't even, like, they really didn't even care. Like, I did tell them after, like, they didn't care. They were just like, you just make sure you get to the next city. And I did, yeah. Okay. So, but after that, I never missed, like, now I wake up to my alarm, like, I don't sleep heavy or nothing. Yeah. It's like, that was my wake-up call.
God did that for you. Like, next time, I ain't gonna be too nice.
Yeah. But...
So after so you went on tour with the City Girls.
Yep.
So what was the next like big name that you worked with after that?
So I kind of stuck with, so like the cool thing on tour was we went to so many different cities, and it was Jack Harlow's tour, and he was like really, really hot at the time. So these were like big shows for him. Like, they were sold out. Like, you had celebrities pulling up. So I was able to like meet like other celebrities and stuff, and like get to connect and like do photo, video. Like, I mean, the craziest person I didn't like talk to, but like I was in an elevator with, like, he walked by me, was Drake. Like, that was like really, really cool. Like, at the Toronto show, we were in, because after the show sometimes the girls would stay. JT didn't want to stay the Toronto show, but Young Miami did, and we went into like a skybox for the show, and we were in like a skybox. It was like Lil Yachty, Winnie Harlow, she's a model, and then like Drake was there, and it was just like a really, really cool experience. So like I was able to also, aside from like the artist thing, like I got to meet like A&Rs and like upcoming artists, or people with like clothing brands, and,
business, like
or just like investors, or just even like real estate people, like so many different people. Because like people go to these shows that have money, and then they're like backstage, or like they know the artist, or they're with this crew of this artist. So I would always like talk and like get to meet people. But after tour, I kind of just really still worked with the City Girls. Like, the next big thing I did was JT. I was able to build such a good relationship with her. She booked me to do her birthday party in Miami around like Art Basel, which was in like November, December, I think. And that was crazy. Like, that was like a crazy experience just to be able to capture. And then I just continued to really work with them after. Like, I did Rolling Loud. I did behind the scenes at like a music video for them. And then I think like the next big person I worked with that I went on, like, I didn't do many shows because like there was a situation. I got to work with Glorilla on the Lil Baby tour. I got reached out by the label to go to do her New York show and her DC show, because they were having problems with like her current cameraman, so they needed like somebody as like a backup just in case like they had a falling out. I would have finished the tour, but like I never even got to put any of that stuff out, just because like once you start working with labels, you're not allowed like clearance to post stuff unless they approve it. So that's like the only downfall to it. I have so much work that like never came out just due to that. Like, just not allowed.
Be a nice picture.
So you got a lot of stuff in the tuck then.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice
Like a lot of stuff in the tuck there.
Oh my god. I mean, I'll show you guys after, but like, I could photo stuff. Like I could post like videos. Like no, like even like the Glorilla photos. Like I can never post like her video stuff. I can never post like unless I got
because I love Glorilla.
unless I got clearance to do it.
Yeah, glow.
Like I'm dead ass saw that when she dropped. I'm like, yeah.
No, that was a really cool experience just because it was like Lil Baby's tour too. Like, and then like I've been working with Revolt. I mean, we're not gonna talk about the whole thing. Diddy is not a part of it. I do a lot of work with. Yeah.
Oh shit, man. I'm staying away from that.
The first Revolt event I got to do was Revolt World in Atlanta, and that was like his last hurrah. Like, he was there, and I didn't meet him.
It's crazy. I was saying no name like it was his last day.
And then after that, it went like downfall. Like,
Yeah.
and then he stepped away, and I'm still working with them, but yeah, the Diddy thing was crazy.
Oh yeah, no problems. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no, I'm not affiliated. Did you guys see? I mean, I don't get to like get off topic, but
Yeah, do it. Good job.
the Diddy thing with the Syracuse player.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you know him?
No, but like, how do you get involved with that? Like,
I don't know.
That
That's
on LinkedIn,
Random as hell.
like for a
That was
job.
mad.
Like,
Mad random.
What happened to him? Did he?
He got
arrested.
Okay,
He got
I'm about to
arrested in
say,
jail.
damn. Because we heard about it, then it was like,
Yeah.
I saw it. I was
away.
like, how do you like get wound up in
Yeah, I was
That's
confused.
random.
When the shit said Syracuse player, I'm like, which one of these motherfuckers?
And
Which
then you
one is
see
it?
who it
And
is.
I look, I'm like, I never seen him before.
Yeah,
was,
but he
was he a
must
walk
have
on?
played. Yeah,
Was he a walk on or something?
I was like, how do you get involved? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, how do you become a drug runner?
Yeah.
You go from the D1 basketball to a drug runner.
Holy shit, bro. Real, like that was crazy.
Yo, the Diddy movie gonna be crazy.
Oh, the 50 Cent documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
He's really
Even
doing
if somebody do a movie.
50's really doing it?
Yeah, he did. He sold it to Netflix. He sold it to Netflix.
Netflix wow.
50 is a demon. Yo.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's a demon. Yo.
I was watching a video of him recently, him spazzing on somebody. What do I get you, nigga? I'll show you what I'm used to. Got this suit and tie thing. I'm like, oh, this is nuts.
Yeah.
Yo, I was about to say, did you have any moments where you just like go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, like, yo, this shit is really fucking happening? Like, how many moments you be like, yo, I'm pinching myself right now. This shit ain't real. This ain't.
Yeah, I feel like I did mainly after, but like during it was more like the people, like my
the
friends that
moment.
would reach out to me, and like family, they would just say how they're like so proud of me, and like my girl, and just like when I hear that, it's like, wait, like I'm really doing
We're
it.
definitely proud.
Yeah.
And then like even after, because like the biggest thing I've always wanted to do is like a photo exhibit, and after tour, like I was like, I got to do it before I move. Like I'm not gonna. It's a perfect opportunity, and like to be able to have an event like that where I could like showcase my work, and like even people bought it. Like it was like a really cool experience. Just like it's like you just start something not knowing where it's gonna go, and like you get to this point, and it's just like it's just like I have no words.
You fall more in love with it.
exactly.
You fall more in love with it. Process or. Well, I know you're enjoying the process. The
Oh no,
experience.
I'd do anything to go back from when I first walked into Rich's house and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Like staying up, and I still do it. Like don't sleep.
And it was fun. It's fun for you.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. Like I wouldn't trade
the
it.
greatest. That's the greatest. You could just do it without.
Yeah.
You'd rather you'd want to do it for free.
Yeah.
But you're doing it. You getting paid to do it.
I'll still do it for free. Like that's what I tell people. Like some people, they get to this point where you do so much, and like I tell everybody, like you know your price, like know your value, know your worth. Like never. If you want to charge what you want to charge, fine. But like you can't guarantee someone to pay your price. So
Don't lowball yourself.
if I've been able to do a lot of big jobs where I've been able to provide for myself, but if there's an opportunity that comes about where I'm not going to get paid, but I know it's going to come from it, I will still do it. Like I don't care how much.
You heard that,
money I
kids?
make or
You heard that, kids?
how
It's an
many
investment.
opportunities. Yeah,
Heard that,
it's
kid?
really what it
Investing
is.
in yourself.
Yeah. Everybody want to do something for money, man. Everybody want
always
to. Everybody want to do it specifically for
The money's going to come.
money. I was just
Especially when
talking
they
to my
first
cousin
getting
about that
in.
yesterday.
When you first getting in, that shit seems like that's what their mind is.
Yeah.
For some, not all.
When you first get into stuff with like specifically for money, I feel like it turns into like a job.
Yeah.
It does.
Like it's like a whole job. Like of course this is a job for you, but
Yeah.
But when you start out like I just love to do this and I want to see where it take you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole nother realm you entering.
Yeah,
like you don't even people don't understand it.
It's like the generation I feel like now too. Everybody, especially with just like crypto and stocks and the what is it? The Amazon drop shipping. Like people see these people on TikTok and Instagram and like you could make $10,000 in a month and like stuff like that. Like you probably could. Like and some people that have, it's sometimes like luck and like good timing and stuff like that. And maybe like they put in a lot of work to get there, but it's gonna take work. Like it's gonna take long hours. It's gonna take long months. It's gonna take long weeks, years. Like to start making money, to start getting to where you want to get. And if you don't want to put in the work, then I don't know. Just don't go work a 9 to 5. Like it's just that simple. Like you're not gonna become successful unless you put in the work. Like nothing happens overnight. Some people it does. And that's just like God's timing, you know.
You got to be in the right place, right time.
Exactly.
All those type of things. All that correlates, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Becoming successful.
No, for sure. But you still got to put in the work.
Yeah. Even if you love it, but you know, like you love it, but you're still grinding.
Yeah,
it's still a grind.
I tell everybody the 2 things for me to like get to where you want to get, and if you want to see yourself become successful. Aside from putting in the work, like my number 1 is be a good person. Like if you're not going to be a good person, then I don't know. Like if you have some,
that's fair, bro.
You
know what I mean?
Be a good person and put in the work, and you'll get anything you want in this world. Like
that's seems like number 1 to me too. Because like any profession, like you know, I'm involved in real estate, and the people I don't want to work with, they're usually assholes or somebody who's not honest. If anybody who doesn't have just a vibe. If I walk up on you and you want to do business with me, and whether you're a tenant or you're a contractor or a realtor,
shitty of a person.
If I feel a vibe, like I don't know if I could trust this person or they just got a vibe, or if I heard bad things about them, I will not work with them.
Yeah, no. No, you can't. You gotta stay true to yourself no matter how many times people do you dirty. It's not your, like if you're a good person, you know
that's not you.
It's not you. Like just continue to be a good person. Just because somebody does you dirty or does something to you, don't try to get back. Don't try to,
that shit
get your revenge. It never
works.
It doesn't do nothing for you. No. Like no beneficial gain. That's why I tell some of my friends, like, I'll tell you a story quick. So in Austin, I'm a big sneaker person. So I was trying to buy these sneakers, Black Hat 4s. Like, I need them. I still don't have them. So I found them from an Austin reseller, and I got them, whatever. And then I, like, gave him cash and, like, traded him 2 pairs of shoes of mine. Long story short, they were fake. So I hit him up. I was like, dude, like, these are fake. Like, I'm going to need my money back in the shoes, whatever. We met up. And he started giving me like this whole story. He's like, dude, like I'm so mad. Like this dude like really got me that I bought him from. Like I'm gonna need my get back. Like I need cause I need the money. Like he's like, he had something going on like core and like all this stuff. I'm like, I felt really bad. I was like, dude, like don't do that. Like whatever you want to do to this kid or whoever you got these shoes from, don't do that. Take the shoes back. And like the least that I did, like just to try to put him in the right mindset. Cause some people like are hard-headed. So like I was just like keep like a pair of my shoes. Like I don't need no money from them. Like sell them, try to make a little bit of your money back and like go about your day. Like if I give you these shoes, like just promise me like you're not gonna go do something stupid. Like because everybody like something happens to them, they just want to get their get back. It's like why? Like it's not gonna.
They want to tear the city up.
Be beneficial to you.
They want to tear the city up.
Some people, that's all they know, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to save a lot of people who have a mindset that way already. Exactly. Sometimes they got to go through some dumb shit.
They gotta
realize. They gotta learn their lesson. That's dope that you gave them that because I say the same thing. You can't expect a you out of another person.
No, never.
You're not gonna get that in half the time.
And that was always my biggest thing. I would always beat myself up about, especially like past friendships and like people. Like when somebody did me wrong, when I'm a person that like will do anything for anybody, even if I had the most going on, like I'll go out of my way to do something for you, and they do me in a way. Like I would like why? Like I always question it and like try to like resolve it or try to like figure out that person or like I'll get so deep into thought. I'm like, wait, is it me? Like am I the one?
No.
And it's not.
Yeah.
So, but it happens, and people go through that stuff.
You can stay the way you are, but just like change your movements, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay a good person, but just change like I'm not gonna do this.
You just limit that access, like you said. Like you're not gonna work with that person, or you're not in a rude way.
You're
Just more stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure.
Yeah. So you say like I'm a sneaker guy too. I got on the lasers.
Yeah.
Laser 20s. I see you got the Bamaros.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sneaker
I'm
guy
not
too.
a sneaker guy.
What's your number one? Like your favorite sneaker?
My Grail was like my favorite's like ones, the classic.
Classics.
And it's so crazy. I was like a big like Yeezy Kanye. Like I loved Yeezys and I still do. I don't wear them, but like I really got into Jordans like the last couple years. And I mean like ones, 11s.
11.
I'm not a 3s, 4s. I have one pair of 4s, but like I'm not a 3s, 4s type of guy. Like
I'm a threes guy. I like three. I only like classic threes, like the cement.
Okay, yeah, like the classic.
Yeah, anything outside of that, when they started doing all the colors, I really can't mess
You're
with
doing
it.
too much at the
Yeah, you're doing too much.
I like the classic colorways too, and I'm a big like neutral color person. Like I'm not, unless like sometimes I'll wear like a brighter color sneaker, but yeah, I just love sneakers, man. I think it's like an investment. Even though I wear them.
now.
Now it is. It
Sneaker
is.
towns and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen people drop wild bread.
Yeah, for sure.
I seen somebody
real it is.
I seen somebody drop 100K.
Yeah, me too.
Crazy.
On a whole collection. I was like, what the fuck?
It's crazy.
Let me keep stocking up because one day.
Yeah,
One day when I'm old, I don't want to wear sneakers
buying
anymore.
like that just to sell them back at a certain price, right? Like that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Unless you're a celebrity and you're just racking up in your closet like you Fat Joe's, and Fat Joe shit is crazy.
Yeah, Fat Joe's shit is nice.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, Khaled. Yeah.
There's a lot of sneakerheads out there. I probably you
Yeah.
guys probably know more about.
Yeah, Quentin Richardson. I seen Quentin Richardson posting because he's still a part of Jordan.
Yeah.
He is?
getting a whole Jordan pack. He put it on the story. They got like a whole like auto release for next year.
That's fire.
Like Jordan sent him the whole joint.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
So what's next? I seen you working with shout out to our guy Joe Marte. I seen you working with Joe and Stove guy. Over there. So how was that?
That was real. That was fun. Like it was like another moment. It's like local, So it's like to see all of these local people, from the artists to like, his people, and then like Joe and me, and then like the New York show. Rick was there. And,
Rick. Shout out to Rick.
Yeah,
Rick was there
like,
too.
it was a cool moment, like just to be in that environment and like to see. Like I did a few shows for Stove. I did like the whole Texas run, then I did the New York show. I did the LA show. But to see like people come to these shows like in these cities and wear like Syracuse stuff, it was so cool. And like I would like talk to them and like, yeah, I'm from there. Like, really? Like, no way. I was like, and I was like, it's not that exciting, but yeah. But
excitement about upstate New York is crazy.
It's really, really cool. And then like even with like the whole Griselda thing, like I knew about like, Benny and like, Conway and all that stuff. But like now that I'm like, I work with Stove and like listen to his music and like more in tune with like the Griselda, like it's really cool to see like them come from upstate, and like what they've done and like in the music industry. It's crazy.
That shit is dope to see everybody, people from 315, like all y'all see ascension.
Yeah.
Like see all y'all go from, like most of y'all guys, all the guys you named, like I seen y'all guys like doing smaller stuff, and then to see you then to turn around, like close your eyes and wake up and be like, oh shit, this motherfucker is doing y'all here, like that shit is crazy.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
I definitely think it's dope.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm super grateful for just like everything. Like I said, like just keep on going.
Yeah. So what do you do on a regular? Like with the camera stuff?
Like every
Yeah, it's like an everyday
So
thing.
lately, I've been, like I was telling Jeff earlier, my mindset right now is trying to scale. So like thinking not so much, obviously still working on my brand, but how can we like scale this? So I work with a guy here in Utica. His name's John Spina. He started View Media, which was kind of like a collective, like a website where you could kind of go there.
We on there.
Yeah, like everything that's going on in the area. So he does a lot of like web design. He does like marketing, social media management. So me and him partnered, and I'm like going in on his company, and we're kind of connecting and trying to get like client work, like contract work, like monthly retainer stuff to like, if like you're a company and you need content, web design, social media management, we'll do it. So that's what we're doing that. And we have like a few clients we're working with now, like on a monthly retainer, where I'll do mainly like the content editing, photo, graphics, and then like social media management. He'll do the web stuff. And then our goal is to like scale it to where, say we have like, we're working with like 50 companies. Obviously we can't do that. There's 2 people. And we'll then hire people to like be like Trey, like I have a shoot in Utica, like you go do this, you do the editing, we pay him, and like we just scale it that way and like grow a team. So I've been doing a lot of that, and then I do a bunch of different stuff. Like, I mean, I've been doing weddings, NIL. I'm doing a lot of NIL stuff with athletes. Still doing a lot of music, like shows and music videos.
It's still going.
Really everything. Like, I mean, I just did South by Southwest in Austin, and that was like a really big thing. I was able to shoot my first NBA game, which was like a crazy experience. Like just to be courtside, my first ever game.
So you was like NBA media?
Yeah, like I shot for the Spurs. Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Oh, that's fire.
So you got to see Wemby.
Yeah.
What's up?
I shot Wemby. I shot the Spurs Nuggets game, and then I shot the Spurs Nets game because they did like they call it the 35 series. They play in Austin at like UT men's basketball arena for like South by week. And it was really, really cool. Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
Shooting for the Spurs is great.
Yeah, I went like, because I wanted to like get the full experience. So I was there for like warm-ups. I got there super early, did like shot warm-ups, shot the game. I even stayed for like the post-conference interviews.
Oh, yeah.
In there.
That's
really
fire.
cool to, like just see that stuff. Like
Experience, yeah.
I didn't get to see Wemby's like interview because he took really long, but I got to see like Coach Pop like talk. It was really cool.
How was that? How was Coach Pop?
Yeah,
Same old coach.
Yeah. It was
fun.
cool though. It was all these experiences, man. Like just to be able to like meet people and just do what you love, like is cool. Like I've been able to work with, like I said, so many people. Like
You never know what
Netflix,
things are gonna take you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Shit just be happening.
And you never know. No.
No.
And it's crazy because when everything here was going so well, but I wanted to move just because I know. Not that you get to a cap here, but it's like you really can only do so much here in like Syracuse and like
right.
Buffalo, Albany. So I was like, I gotta eventually take a leap and just try. And if it doesn't work out, like no shame. Like I'll come home. Like it is what it is. Like I tried. So me and my girlfriend, we moved to Austin, and I knew nobody. And I'm not gonna lie, like the first year was like the lowest point in my career of like a creative because I was like literally not doing anything. And like coming off a high from like going on tour and then going to such a low was like, how do I get out of this? Like, but it's just like staying consistent, DMing people. I was applying for jobs, like just trying to figure it out. Like I was getting work. I would get like a big gig a month to like get me by to pay my bills. But I got to a point where I was there, it was coming up on like my first full year in like the fall, September. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I was literally going to go work at Foot Locker. Like I was like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I was like, I got to do what I got to do. And then I like got that first Revolt gig, another job, and it like a light switch. Like it just turned everything around for me.
That's crazy. And people, I'm glad you said that because everybody sees the high. Everybody sees you doing stuff and they be like, yo, that's him. But everybody has a low.
Yeah.
You fighting, you fought out of it.
And it's okay. Like it's okay. Everybody's gonna go through it. You're gonna go through a low point in your career with whatever you're doing, but don't give up. Like I was like, I've gotten way too far upon way too much work for me to just like give this up. Like never give it up. Like, cause luckily, I mean, I was able, it was the longest year of my life, but just don't stop.
No point.
Don't stop.
Yeah. So how long you been with your girl?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
How she feel about when you went on tour with City Girls?
For a relationship,
Good question.
I feel like if anybody was in a relationship, it'd obviously be like a learning thing for both of you, for like your girl to be comfortable, for me to be around like
Shout out to her, man,
women
for
all the
sticking
time.
it out.
Yeah, like she really, and she to this day, like she's like she's my backbone.
Yeah.
Like she'll really hold it down, and like the sacrifices that she makes for me in my career is like unheard of in any other relationship I've been in. Like she understands that we may have something planned to like just say go to dinner like Saturday, But like I can get a call on Thursday and I need to get on a plane Friday to be gone for the weekend, and she holds it down.
You gotta have a lot to do that.
It's tough. It's tough, especially in like and she's older. She's 28. She'll be 29 this year. I'm 23, so I'm still young. And like,
damn, bro, you're what? What the fuck?
But like she understands. She's like, this is my like time right now, and like I can't. Like I've made sacrifices now. Like for instance, like we just moved to a new apartment. And during our process of moving, my dad was in town. And my dad's like, does not care. My dad's like, no matter what, if I'm with you, I fly into Austin, you get an opportunity, like you go, like I'll be fine. Like I'll stay here with your Jolene, her name is, and like we'll be good. And JT is on tour again, and she wanted me to go on tour, and I was like in the middle of moving, and like my dad was in town for his birthday, and I was just like, I can't, like I'm not gonna do that. Like sometimes like you need to be like, no, don't pass up like these moments with your family or like stuff you got going on in your life. Like the work's always gonna come. Like, and that was like one thing. It took a lot out of me, like to like not go and do that, and it sucked to like miss the opportunity. But you know, that time spent with my dad, it was his birthday. Like we went to a Yankee game in Houston.
Oh, that's
like,
dope.
And like he talks about it all the time to this day. Like he's like, that was the best time ever. Like, and it makes me feel good. Like I'd rather do that a million times than like take a job, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna get that time back. Because there's gonna be a come point in time where we're all said and gone, and like, you know, we did our time here on this earth, and like you never get those moments back.
You ain't lying, bro.
Yeah.
So like spend that time with your family, hug your parents, hug your siblings, hug your friends. Like
They're the best.
yeah.
I was just talking about that yesterday, being that my family's in town, even though they got me. I'm struggling right now, but. But talking to them is like, we got our friends, you know what I mean? And we go through certain things, and their reaction to certain things that we going through is one way, but your family reaction, man, no matter what you're going through, even if they're mad at you, family know how to say the right things to get you there. Oh, they're still gonna be there, bro.
And they blunt. Like I know, like my family,
You
they
need
blunt.
that, though.
They need it. They be like, yo, get your shit together, man.
Straight up. And you want to hear it from them before you hear it from the outside. 'Cause some people say that shit, like, yo, watch your mouth. Like, if I told you this, I need you to tell me it's gonna get better. I don't need you to say that. I got somebody else that's gonna tell me tighten up. Which is, you know what I mean? Even though I got my friends who tell me that too, but ain't nothing like family, bro. So what you saying?
Yeah, tough love household.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially during when I started, I went through like my parents split, and I don't wish that on anybody, especially at like an older age. Like I wish it happened when I was young and I didn't really remember it, but like when you're older and like an adult, like it's so much harder to go through.
Oh man,
I commend everybody for like being able to like go through that. But when they split, that's when I kind of started doing video and like trying to tell my parents that I'm going to be a videographer, photographer, and not go to school no more. That was not easy.
At that time too. At that time too.
And not that they didn't like it. They were more, it's just like them being a parent. They're concerned. They want to make sure I'm making the right decision, not like going to throw my life away. And like my dad like did not care. He'd be like, you're wasting your time. You need to go be a lawyer, be a doctor. And I'm like, no, like I'm 10 toes down. Like I'm doing this.
Do your dad understand now?
Oh, bro. Now they're like, like even with my mom,
you're a genius.
And dad go out, like when they go do their own thing and they run into people that know me, and then they hear how people talk about me, or they see on Facebook and they see my stuff, or they see the people that I've worked with and the opportunities I've gotten. They're like, now they're like super proud of me, and they're like always telling me how proud they are of me and like how well I'm doing with just my business and what I've been able to do. And it makes me feel good because it's like, I was at a point like I would go to Rich's house and I'd be like, dude, like my parents want me to stop doing this. Rich is like, no, like we need to keep going.
Yo, shout out to Rich for doing that.
And I'm like, how am I gonna get through this? Like,
what do your parents say now?
Out, Rich.
Like you ever go back to your parents and be like, look, I told you.
yeah, but they're just like, you know, we wanted you to. They would just.
We just wanted the best for you.
We didn't mean it like that. I'm like, stop it. Like, yeah, they just wanted to look out for me, and that's all. And I understand it now.
For sure.
Like during that moment, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just doing what I love.
Yeah,
You love.
Yeah.
And I'm surviving.
Yeah, talking to people like you though make me realize as a dad, I gotta just let my son just do his shit too.
Yeah.
And my daughter
Too,
too.
Ed.
Yeah, I be doing the same. I be doing the same shit. I'm like, yo, what you want to do that shit for? But then I be thinking about him like, he not me.
Yeah.
He not me. Let me just let him just.
Exactly.
But do we remember who we was at that age, honestly? Because that might have been who we was at 6 or 7.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just coming into ourselves. I'll be watching my son saying the same thing. Like, damn, man, why would you do that? But at the same time, I'm like, he's a kid.
Yeah.
Like, he's dead.
Yeah, that time when not anytime soon, have kids. I'll
All right, Josh, you're young. We get it, Josh.
They're gonna do whatever you want, but obviously, if you gonna do something, like if you gonna go like the path I went, or like want to start a business, whatever you want to do, you gotta work.
Yeah,
You're not just gonna.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
if you're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just.
Half-ass.
We're gonna do it. Yeah, because you're gonna get way behind, and all your friends that are in college that are gonna graduate, get their degree, probably go get a job that they didn't even get in their degree, and like it's a scam.
None of us included.
I never understood that. Like, how do you go 4 years to a school, get in debt, and then get a degree, and then you're not even working?
That's because the whole shit is a racket in this country, yo.
It makes no sense.
This whole shit is.
I was like, they should have been giving us free education from the jump.
Nah, for real. It's just a whole racket. Like you go to do like say you say you want to be a counselor. Mm-hmm. A counselor, right? And you go to college, say you go to SU. Mm-hmm. SU like $50,000 a semester.
Shit.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to be a counselor, you go to SU, you pay that, you just do the loans, blah, blah. You graduate 4 years. But now you was 17, 18, you made a decision to be a counselor. Now you're like 20 something and you're like, oh shit, being a counselor don't pay shit.
Not only
Why the fuck would I go do that?
Can't find a counseling job.
I can't find a job. So now you end up doing some shit like, I work with dudes where I work. Motherfuckers got MBAs and shit, but you are an electrician next to me, and I don't got that. I mean, you went to school for 4 years, but you know what I'm saying, we make good money now, but you just went to college for like absolutely no reason.
You got to pay that shit back.
And I feel bad for those people. Like, I really, really do. Like, it's like you spend all this time in school, and especially those are like the best. That's one thing I wish I never had, like a college experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I did, because it probably would have been fun, like being in a dorm.
Too.
How? I ain't going back.
Parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's in a relationship. Relax.
Just the parties.
But
But
yeah, just the parties and stuff like that, or events, college games.
No,
or,
for sure.
Yeah, you kind of living a college experience now. Yo, you going on tour
That's
with
true.
city girls. You running around
take
doing
your
it.
college experience more than mine, you know.
I would.
But I get what you're saying, though.
I would have just loved to like be in a dorm.
Because it is dope.
Yeah.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That experience
It
is
is.
needed.
Like when I went to MV, like I lived 5 minutes up the road. Like I would just all the kids that come from like the city or like overseas that played on the soccer team. I was always in the dorms. Like you would think I'd live in the dorms.
Yeah.
Just because I liked that life. I don't know why. It was just fun, even though like the MV dorms sucked. But it was just it was just fun. Like you just chill and like, oh, let's go see what so and so
love
doing. Go
MV
knock on
though.
their door.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Sponsorship.
It was cool. What?
Talk about MV. Like, we don't have a problem with MVCC.
Yeah, no. We
Any
love MV.
colleges out there.
No, I love MV.
If you want to invest in us to be your guy. Shout out to Exit 31 Exotic. Nah.
Yeah,
The experience for college is definitely something. But you made a way for yourself, bro. So
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
you find
you
more
making it.
experiences in different
Absolutely.
ways.
No, most definitely. And that's why I try and tell people, like, it's out there.
It is.
Just go find it. Whatever it is you want to do.
Passion wherever it lies.
And he from here. I just want to emphasize that.
Yep.
Yo, he from the town.
Yes.
Like what we said, people like around here like to try to like it seem like you try to make it seem like because you here you can't make nothing happen.
You could.
Like you can make stuff happen. No matter where you at. You
there's
could be-
there's so much. Like, even since I've been exposed to like more in what's in this world, like in the country, in other cities, major cities, like this city, and there's nothing wrong with that, is so behind. Like, there's so much you could do here, and obviously everything takes money.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's so much you could do here. Like so much. Like why isn't there like a late night food snack, like an insomnia cookie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There should be one here. That would do well. Like there's just so much stuff, or like different events, or like
Skating. Like I really
Skating.
Roller skating.
Roller skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do crazy.
Like I went to Rome to go, and I'm like, I felt like a kid, bro, all the way. It was, I had mad fun, even though it was small. You know what I mean? It ain't the
But
biggest.
it's like we do have certain things. It's maybe just like not that the right person isn't behind it, but like the marketing behind it, getting like the young people to like more inclined to go, like do things that tend to the young people to make them want to go, to make it fun. And then
That's a lot of things around here though. It's not geared towards a younger crowd.
I was just about to say
Like,
that.
this town is not geared
I
towards
think
like
that's where the
younger-
money lies.
Like we just talked about the media, like all the media, all that stuff is geared towards like the older people, like viewing
It is,
it.
bro.
Like if you're our age, like me and Jeff, we're not like mid 30s. So if you're our age, we ain't watching WKTV. Like that shit gonna die eventually.
No, for sure.
You're not watching it.
We
Even
not
like the
watching that shit.
newspaper,
not.
what is like the OD's out of business, right? They don't have the,
Yeah,
it's just
gone.
Sentinel now.
Yeah, because we don't fucking buy newspapers anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And social media got all our news, bro. Word
Yeah.
by mouth.
you gotta navigate.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta learn around here too. We gotta learn how to like navigate with the times. That's why we behind. It's like what the city is behind. Like a lot of stuff around here is like we don't learn and navigate with what's going on. That's why me and Jeff got to doing what we do with the podcast. There's like a lot of shit behind, but we want to like trying to change the narrative.
Try the best way we can. Because honestly, who's sitting at the table? Who's at those seats?
Yeah, control the narrative. Yeah,
Who's at
yeah.
the tables though, Ed? Like the older cats, you know what I mean? Like from the mayors to the whoever's in those seats, political seats, you know what I mean? Those are the people. Like even cops these days, and actually they're getting younger. Like
getting
people
younger.
we know,
Yeah, they're getting
are
younger.
cops now. You know what I'm saying? It's changing the game. So I think we need to do that same thing with people who have control of this environment.
Yeah, a lot of different things. Yeah,
Even like obviously a little bit different, more so like a party, or like I don't know if you guys knew, but I was like one of the people that was the Parliament thing.
Oh yeah. that
oh
was
yeah,
big
yeah,
time.
Parliament. Yeah,
So when
Big.
when Emil, the owner, came to me, he's like, listen, I want you to do this. Like, you're going to run everything from, we're going to bring shows here. Like, he was like so open to like what I did, like, cause I was DJing, and that's nothing. I was DJing. Like, I was just like, let me
I know that.
yeah, I DJ.
You heard?
Yeah. So I
Around
was,
for that? I was around for that.
if you went to Parliament,
Yeah, I definitely.
I would
seen
DJ
all
there.
that. Yeah.
But well, yeah, because that's when I started like the music video stuff. Like I started like building my name here,
I had them shits
and like
crazy.
I throw parties at Deja Vu. I would do that, like, and then Deja Vu closed, and then the hookah lounge next door, I would do stuff there, and we would pack it out. Like,
Yeah.
no one was really doing parties anymore. Like Rich still did, Ronson not so much. Not they do more like maybe the last few years they have been, but like I was like the only one doing it. And then like I went to MV, knew a bunch of people at MV. We would go to Herkimer. I would party at Herkimer. Like everybody knew me at Herkimer, Utica. So I was like, I know all these people. Let me start throwing parties now. And I did that.
Great networking.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
great networking.
And then
Yeah.
I couldn't find a DJ, so I was like, I'm a DJ too. It's my party, and then I would DJ.
Yeah.
Do it.
And then the Parliament thing happened, and then Emil, because he would always go to the hookah lounge right over at Bank Place, and he would always come up. He's like, "Bro, listen, I'm telling you right now, like I'm opening a club here right on Varick. It's gonna happen." And this is like 2 years before it happened. He's like, "When it does, like I need you," and I'm like, "Okay." So he opened it. He hit me up, and then like we tried our best. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously,
I forgot about
Nah, you
that.
guys did fantastic.
It came and went.
happened, but
It came and went. It was good though.
we tried to, bring the concert scene to Utica.
You did.
We did. We tried, having, I guess you say events, parties, playing music people wanted to hear. Yeah, we did that. But obviously things happen, the fights and everything,
Yeah.
and then like liquor license and.
But I also feel like,
But it was an era. It was a time.
No, it was the time, bro.
Yeah.
You guys had it on.
I brought D King there. That's when he first started DJing.
yeah, I was just about to say that. I was thinking in my head,
You had
yeah.
it going crazy.
Yeah.
So shout out to that.
No, we had a lot. That was fun. Like that was a lot.
That was the time.
Yeah.
And you was recorded on the street. What did you do? No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I seen that. I seen that.
That's the
Yeah,
one
that was
thing
fire. That was fire.
Me and
Yeah.
Rich talking about
I wish I would have kept doing that.
Yeah, I should have kept
He's so
doing
mad
that.
at me. Like,
That could have kept doing that. That shit was
That's
fire.
what-
That shit was hilarious.
It was dope.
That shit was hilarious.
Good content, bro.
Our plan. I still have more we never put out. I still might.
You got mad.
Yo, you should drop that.
Yeah, like
you should drop that.
our plan was like keep doing it, and then like we were gonna go to once we did like just say a full season of it, we would have still done it in Utica, and then we would have went to like Syracuse.
Yeah. That was
there.
dope. That's dope. That should.
Yeah, that was we had so much fun at Parliament. Like I remember like I was working full time at Coldwell Banker. Emil would call me. I'd have to go meet him to like plan stuff for the night on my lunch break, and then after that we'd be at the club at like get there at like 7, set up. Like I would help with like all the liquor stuff. We'd clean, be there all night. DJ'd be packed. We'd have a great night, and then we're there till like 3 a.m. cleaning up.
Yeah.
And like I would also shoot, so I would do like all the recap videos and stuff, run the social media. Oh, I miss it. It was
That's crazy, man.
It's crazy. The beginning stages of everything, that's when you had the most fun.
Yeah.
You're still having fun.
Yeah.
Before we go, I got to ask questions.
I got one more question too.
Yeah.
We go ahead.
I'm on the playoffs. I want to know who y'all got winning finals. And I'm going to say Dallas because I want to see you take some photos.
Yeah.
I want Dallas. I can see Dallas probably.
I see Dallas too. I see Dallas because I don't see nobody in the East matching up with any of the West teams.
He's pissing me off. Boston really
and then also
winning, but they wasn't in bed at the same time.
And then if Ant-Man ain't winning, I want to see Kyrie win because they've been talking shit about him for like 2 years.
I feel like the West is just so
faster,
overpowered.
It is.
Talent is
There's no
crazy.
like balance.
Yeah, there's none.
No.
There's none. The East is kind of small too. Like all the teams like undersized.
Yeah.
The West look like.
But
Unless like the East builds a dynasty type of team, like I see the West winning championships.
Yeah, 'cause the West got straight dogs.
Jordan had that thing on smash.
Yeah.
I see the Mavericks.
What was I gonna ask? I forgot. Oh yeah. That one verse. You rap too. That one verse you had. What song?
You got a verse on
What song is that? What song is that with Nasty?
Video. Do me like that?
Yeah, do me like that.
I gotta go check it out. I'm
Is that your only rap verse?
No,
Yes.
it is.
Well, we had a remix, so like that too. Yeah. Never again.
Just stop there.
Never again. That was fun. Hey, you gotta try everything. We had so much fun. Like we had a lot of fun, and we still are. Like it's just the start, really.
Yeah. But that's all I had though.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Congrats to
I
my
had to put
boy.
it out there. Yeah.
No, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Rise, man. This is dope story.
Utica's on
We proud of you.
for sure.
We definitely proud of you.
I love what y'all are doing. We need, like I said,
flowers up for you. You know
more
what I'm
stuff
saying?
like what y'all are doing. Like I said, it's great for the community and just it's awesome.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna make sure it happens out here, man. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. But we proud of you. We proud of where you going. Everything you're doing is fire.
Thanks.
Is dope.
Yes.
I mean, like
It means the world.
like we should do every episode.
Yes.
Especially the people that's specifically from the town.
Yes.
You could do this. Don't.
Available.
jam
I'm
down.
also here to help. Like I'm here to help anybody.
Ask questions.
Yeah. And Josh is back and forth too, here and there.
So DM.
Yeah. DM. Like he did.
Straight up.
From a DM
Yep.
to City Girls to,
Everything.
I was a
everything.
part of that. I was there. So, I was in the City Girls. Shut up. I seen everything.
But again, shout out to our sponsor, Exit 31.
Shout out to Exit 31.
Shout out to Rick. You know what I mean? And this is Josh Rogers. Shout out to our camera crew, Connected Lens.
Yes.
Connected Lens as always. Yeah, man. And if you're ever in the Utica area, check out Exit 31 Sun Genesee Street next to the Stanley.
Yes.
Everybody know what the Stanley Theater is, Encore next door.
They got
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
you need.
Come here, enjoy some Exit 31, and then you get the munchies, go to Ancora. You know what I mean? You right here.
Good
Everything
food.
is here. Everything is here.
It's a fact.
Everything is here. I mean, but yo, it's the Two Brothers Point of View podcast. Josh Graz in the building. Tap in. We got some good shit going on this season. And we see y'all next time.
Peace and love.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, my boy.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
Dad, we're almost there.